Hi, everybody. Today we're going to be doing our Oracle decks and tarot card decks. Today I've got a bunch of cool ones, some dark and spooky ones. I've got some that aren't quite as dark and spooky, but if you are looking for some tarot cards to do during Halloween season, I've got you. So I'm waiting for my Amazon Live audience real quick. Sorry about my hair. It's a little wild today. I don't know why. I swear I brushed it. Okay, so today, like I was saying, we're doing tarot cards, oracle decks, Halloween stuff, but a whole bunch of other ones as well. Most of them are kind of dark, but we do have some other ones. If you need lighter decks, we've got those too. So right now in my carousel, I have my Elgato Cam. It's working. It's pretty awesome. And you can see here, I've got all my entire setup here. We have this cool bamboo shelf here, which I've decorated in the carousel too. I've decorated with these Halloween webbing tablecloth things. These are really fun, really cool. But we also have my backdrop here. Super awesome. You can get Kate backdrops from Amazon. It doesn't have to be a bookshelf. I'm also going to pull up my Amazon Live channel just in case so that I can make sure I'm getting my mods in. Anyway, all right, so we're going to just start off with the tarot card decks right away because we have so many. So today I'm going to actually start with the Sowin deck, which is right here at Seasons of the Witch. Let me pull that up for you guys. Here it is. So this one I haven't actually been able to look through myself, but it's very perfect for this time of year. So we have Seasons of the Witch. They also have, I will share it with you as well. We have the Beltane deck, which you can kind of see right there. There's also a Yule deck. So as we start approaching Christmas, I'll make sure to show that to you guys as well. But we're going to talk about the Seasons of the Witch Sowin Oracle deck. So keep in mind, this is an Oracle deck, not a tarot card deck. So it's different. Here is what the back of the cards look like. Super pretty. I love them. So it's actually fun when I do. I'll actually open up the Beltane deck as well. Here, I'll do it now. So here is the Beltane deck. Each of these are very similarly themed. As you can tell, we've got beautiful little ladies representing each of the holidays, but we have here a very similar design in the cards as well. This one is gold lined on the side. This one, though, the Sowin deck, is red shinies. Perfect for the creepy season. So here is our color palettes you can see for this Oracle deck. Super cool. Be careful, though. It does have, like, this one has some nudity in it, if that's, whatever. But it has a little more disturbing figures in this and imagery. So here's our actual guidebook. I don't know why I'm still waking up. It's clearly Monday. But we have different card spreads listed throughout. So, for instance, we have the Interview Your Deck spread. That's fun. There's a Graveyard spread. That's pretty cool too, actually. I'm going to have to pull this out tonight, I think. The Rotten Apple spread. So keep in mind, this is an Oracle deck, so they have different kinds of spreads and different kinds of cards. So let's look at these beautiful cards together. So here we go. We have the Owl card. This is so cool. So one thing I do like about Oracle decks is that we have Owl here, but we have a brief explanation already listed on the card so that if you're trying to do a large reading or if you're just drawing cards as you go, it kind of is nice to get extra questions answered or proposed to you. So, for instance, for the Owl, it says, "Behold sight, O ancient ones, for there is magic in the darkest of places if one dares to open their eyes." All right. So here we have the Ritual card. Super pretty. This is Rooted. Some of these I have not seen before, so I'm really excited about it. This one I can't show you. Here we have Silence. Ooh. I love the sinister feel, the pumpkins, the candles, Her outfit is super cool. Here's the spider card. This is not an actual spiders, but if you are sensitive with spiders, turn away. Here we go. Here's our spider card. It's actually quite beautiful. I love it. And here is the third harvest card. Transformation. This is a beautiful card too. I love the illustrations are definitely watercolored, maybe even gouache. Here's the veil. And I'll share with you guys one more. Let me find a good one. Ooh, this one's different. This is Witch. She's actually got blonde hair instead of the really dark, sinister hair. Okay, sorry, one more. Apples. Super cool. So if you're looking for a Sowin specific deck, I totally recommend the Seasons of the Witch Sowin Oracle deck. It gives you different spreads, but it gives you a pretty in-depth deep dive of each card. I wish my light wasn't washing everything out, unfortunately. So it does not have a reversed reading or anything like that. It's pretty much it's straightforward, which is kind of nice. So it does have a reverse reading. Interesting. Okay. It almost looks like some of the cards have reversed readings and maybe some don't. Anyway, this is a pretty sweet deck for Samhain coming up and the Halloween season. This is Seasons of the Witch, the Samhain Oracle. Let me show you guys the other Seasons of the Witch deck that's very different. It's the Beltane deck. So if you're looking for something a little more whimsical, this one's going to be up your alley. Let me make sure to get these in the right order here. Sorry. Okay. So I'll show you guys again because we have new viewers here. So I just shared the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle. Now we're going to talk about the Beltane Oracle. You can already see there's a huge difference in color palettes, just the feel of it. So let me share it with you. We have the back of the cards, bees, super cute. These are lined with beautiful gold, whereas the Samhain deck was red. We also have a Yule deck, so if you want to collect all of the Season of the Witch decks, you can. So here, let's go through some of these cards. We have Surrender. So it's very vibrant, very fun, and adorable. We have the Sun God. Oh my goodness. With his one leg stretched out. Here is the Stone Circle. Some of these do have nudity, so I need to make sure that I'm actually filtering them out. Not anything crazy, but, you know, for some people. This one's a cool card, but I can't share it with you guys. We have Sacred Waters. Ooh, this one's really pretty. So the palette here, let me share with you guys what it actually looks like, the whole entire palette. It's very earthy, very subtle compared to the Samhain deck. You can see it's a lot of vibrant yellows, purples, and greens. Super pretty though. So here we have Cow, as you guys saw earlier. Here is Chant. Beautiful. So unfortunately, the light in my house is washing some of these out, like boundaries, which we all need to work on that, right? This card is stunning. It's way more vibrant and colorful than my camera is making this out to be. It's washing everything out. It sucks. Okay, so here's Bonfire. This is a cool card. So again, with like Oracle decks, you're going to see some different things versus tarot card decks. They don't have the same amount. There's not the standard 78. We have a different amount of cards in here. We have reversal readings for these cards, just like you do for tarot card decks. But you notice on the bottom of the card here, it actually has a small blurb about what this card means. So you can keep reading if you want to and keep drawing. Here is some Beltane card spreads. We actually have a Beltane card spread right here, but we have Maypole spread. There's also the Flower Crown spread for clarity in difficult times. So each holiday is going to be associated with different themes. We have the Beltane Cross spread, standard. And here we have one more, the creation spread for something, starting something new. So that's why I like Oracle decks. They're kind of fun. They're tailored to specific needs and things. So if you're looking for something that's more about renewal and rejuvenation, like Beltane, you should check out the Beltane Seasons of the Witch card deck. And again, you can get all 3 of these. I hope they're going to keep working on the Seasons of the Witch decks. Hold on a second. I have to put these away nicely, which is crazy. Okay, so here's the Seasons of the Witch Beltane, and then here is the Sowin Oracle, which we just went through. Oh, I forgot to actually notify that down below. Thank you, Crystal, for the follow. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we'll move on to something a little different, something more dark. So here we go. I got to put this all away. Of course, it's so difficult to put tarot cards away. All right. So next up, I guess you guys can probably see a lot of these here. I want to check out the horror tarot card deck. This is by Minerva Siegel, and Abigail Larson does the art. This one's going to be a little dark. So if you're, I would imagine you like Halloween and dark things, but it can be a little sinister. So check this out. Obviously, we have a heart with daggers through it. So we have the standard minor and major arcana throughout this throughout this book, and we have different spreads here that's all horror themed. Let me find it. We have a hiding in shadow spread. We have the exorcise the demons. Oh no, I'll turn up my volume. I'm sorry about that, Crystal. I hope this is better. I hope my mic isn't dying on me. That would suck. All right, so let me know how the volume is now. We also have the deal with the devil spread. So here's what the back of these cards look like for the horror tarot card deck. This is really cool. Beautifully done. It's very elegant. Here we have the inside of the box. This is awesome. I love this. And here we will, I'm going to share with you guys the actual cards. Okay. So, all right. So I'm already seeing some problem. I need my glasses. I apologize. I didn't want to wash my eyeballs out, but here it goes. Okay. So we have, spiders. Warning. Okay. Spider card. This is the devil, but you can see here, I'll show you the tower card. How about that? That'll be a good example. So we have this tiny, tiny writing on the bottom. You can see it's a little shiny and it's engraved. So like if you wanted to feel it, you actually can, but it's so small. And you can see it's very small up here too. So I definitely need my glasses because I'm blind. Okay, so here we have the star. Ooh. I actually really, so typically I'm not huge on big borders like this because you're only, I mean, there's so much more space for art, but I really love the border on these cards. It's really sinister and I just love it. It's creepy and cool. So Crystal says, no, I think it's me, but I don't know why it only does it on Amazon Live. Urgh! I totally understand. I just picked up a deck of cards there from the movie Labyrinth. I have those, by the way, and we'll talk about them a little later, but I also have them. I don't know if it's the same one, but it's a cool deck. Okay. So back to the horror deck. For those of you that just joined, we are going through the horror tarot deck and guidebook. This is by, I follow Abigail Larson. She's amazing. Such a fantastic artist. Here we go. Oh no, this is Justice. See, I can't see him. It's not just you, Carrie. Here we have the Moon. Ooh, this is a cool card. I just like what she's done with this deck. It has every single creepy element. I hate this card. It's the sun. Creepy clowns. Oh, Abigail, why did you do this to me? Okay, let me share with you guys some of the minor arcana as well. Here we have, of course, pick up the Fool. Thank you. You would think it'd be a lot easier to find the minor arcana than the major arcana. Here we go. 6 of Pentacles. Awesome. This is a horror tarot card deck, guys, so just keep that in mind. 5 of Pentacles. This is the Page of Pentacles. So it looks like all of the royal suits for the minor arcana are full, cool illustrations, whereas the just the new numbers aren't as much. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm totally wrong. Here's the 4 of Wands. This is a beautiful card. Dancing with the Devil. How fun. Here we have the 3 of Wands. And then I will share with you guys a few more of these. But again, these are just, oh, I love it. Okay. We have the 3 of Pentacles. I love this. So cool. Let's see what else I can pull. I can't show that one. So some of these are pretty, they can be a little gory. Here's another Pentacle card, 7 of Pentacles. And one more. Ooh, Page of Wands, a creepy doll. So this is a cool deck. If you're looking for just a generic horror-oriented tarot card deck, or if you know somebody that might want something like this for Christmas, I have plenty of friends that probably would love something like this. Check this out. This is a horror tarot card deck and guidebook. This came out this year. It's pretty new, and I'm sure any of your creepy loved ones are going to enjoy this deck, or yourself. I personally love this deck. It's very cool. This is by the one and only Minerva Siegel, and Abigail Larson is the artist. So awesome. Okay, so let me go to the next deck on deck. Oh, I'm so funny. Okay, I'm going to share with you guys the Marvel Oracle deck. I just got this one. Thank you, Carrie. I know this one isn't super dark or anything, but I just wanted to go through it. I just got it, so it's pretty new. This is Magic of Marvel right here. It's pretty cool. I love Marvel. I'm not to be a hipster or anything, but I'm going to be. I liked Marvel before Marvel was super cool. Anyway, so here's the back of the cards. We have the Marvel signal. Oh my gosh. Symbol. We have very cool. I love just the geometric shapes on the back. So this is an Oracle deck. Again, just to be clear, it's not a tarot card deck. So it's actually does not have as many cards in as what a normal tarot card deck would. I like the feel. I think this is published by Inside Editions, and they do a really great job with the quality of cards. It's easy to shuffle. They're very durable cards. So if you know somebody who is a Marvel fan who is dabbling in witchy stuff, this is going to be a perfect gift. So keep that in mind. And it's not on sale right now. So let me just show you guys what they have in here. We have Kitty Pryde. So there's a lot of X-Men in here, which is so awesome. That's all I care about. Okay. We have Lockjaw. So the art style is really cool. So we have Loki. I love it's very painterly. So it's not like it's kind of got that comic vibe, but it's still very illustrative. I hope that makes sense. Like comics are clearly illustrations, but it's just, I don't know, more painterly. Here's Misty Knight. So I like here, let me just share with you guys kind of the bottom. Here's Mystique. So here we have Mystique. I love the concept here of how they designed her. So you can see on the very bottom, it says, what you see is never what you get. So that is kind of basically what the card is going to be all about. Let me share with you guys a few more illustrations and I'll dive into the book itself. We have Nightcrawler. Like I said, lots of X-Men. Oh, Rogue and Gambit. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Sorry. Gambit looks a little dorky. I'm not going to lie. Rogue is beautiful though. I love Rogue. Okay. So here's what the guidebook says with Storm on the back. I love it. Okay. So Carrie says dorky is okay. I know. I'm in love with a big dork, so it's fine. So here we have our guidebook. We have color photos, and we don't have a reversal reading, it looks like. So you just kind of draw it, which is great for I would say this is kid friendly. which is kind of nice. It's not very complicated. It's very simple and easy, which is fantastic. So no reversal meaning readings, but we have a small blurb about each card and why you might have drawn it. So like, for instance, Loki, I'll just read a little bit. It says, care to discover your glorious purpose? With his cunning wit and unabashed charm, Loki is here to ask if you're having fun yet. The god of mischief invites you to give in to your inner trickster, indulging in some good-natured revelry. Although he's technically a villain, there's much you can learn from Loki. Perhaps it's been a while since you put yourself first, prioritized your own desires, or commanded some attention. Now is the time to discover your own glorious purpose. So that's kind of a brief, view of like the oracle card. Let's see if this actually has any spread. It does. It has some spreads. So we have the oracle spread, just a standard spread, but we also have the shapeshifter spread and the web. That's so cool because Spider-Man. Here we have ready, aim, fire. I love it. So this is a fun deck. It's not super spooky or Halloween, but I just got it and I had to feature it for you guys. And it has some of my favorite comic characters in here, like Domino. Okay, so I'm going to stop nerding out because I'm being a goob. But for those of you that just joined me today, if you're looking for fun gifts for Christmas, the Magic of Marvel Oracle deck is really, really fun. If you have any Marvel lovers in your life who also like witchy stuff, great option. Super cute, great design, and it's by Inside Editions, and they do great cards. Let me put this away super fast. I say that like that ever happens. It's so hard to put these away. Like all tarot card decks are always like this. They take me forever. Okay, so last. Oh no, Crystal, I'm sorry. Have you adjusted the volume if this is an option? I know for me, like my really janky headphones, there's a volume adjuster on here, and it's the last thing I always look at, but sometimes it's actually the headphones. So maybe that's what it is. But anyway, I hope it works out. Okay, so let me move on to a different deck. We are going to do another spooky deck. It is, let's do the Halloween Oracle, of course. It's Halloween time soon, so we got to do this one. Okay, I got to find it in my carousel real fast. This one's actually 10% off. It is one of my, this one, you didn't miss the whole stream. Hi, Darren. Nice to see you. I'm just starting. Okay, so the Halloween Oracle. This one actually surprised me. It was not one that I was necessarily drawn to. The art style isn't my favorite. I have to be perfectly honest, but I still think it's cool. It's just not really my thing. But what was really cool about this particular Oracle deck was that it actually really embraced the whole Halloween thing. There's a whole guide on how to actually kind of connect with your ancestors in this deck. And I tried it one Halloween night, actually, and I thought it did pretty well. And this isn't something I usually do, so it was really fun. There's also a lot of Halloween history and context throughout this entire book. So it's not just about asking questions. There's a lot of cool stuff. Nick Jonas, hello, on YouTube. I was just looking at that as well. Don't mind me and my squinting. Apparently, I need a better prescription for my glasses. I am not taking questions today. I'm so sorry, but we will usually take some questions. By the way, I'm not a psychic. I'm not here to do that. But we will take questions eventually. Just for me today, I'm not in the best headspace for that. So make sure to tune in another time, and you can follow us on whatever listening app, and we may do some questions sometime. But again, I'm not a psychic. I'm not a professional, but it's fun to do. All right. So Oracle deck, or yes, Halloween Oracle. So Crystal says, yes. Oh my God. That's it was the tip on. Oh, okay. So she likes this Halloween Oracle deck. Okay. So let me share with you guys. There's a lot in this chat box, and I haven't caught up. I apologize. My brain is not catching up to anything today. Okay, this is actually fun. It's not necessarily my art style, but it's still very cool. And it's very, very, very Halloween history friendly. So let's look at the cards. I love the back. The one complaint I have about these cards is they're huge. They are massive. I don't have tiny hands, by the way. My hands are, you know, I've got long, whatever hands. Anyway, these are huge cards, so it can be a little difficult to shuffle. I tend to just throw them on the floor. I don't throw them, sorry, spread them on the floor, and that's how I shuffle them. But that's just me. Okay, so here, I guess let me do this upright. I'll share with you guys just kind of the color palette that you're looking at. Very vibrant colors. Keep in mind, my light actually does wash out a lot of the colors, but you can see it's just a beautiful palette of colors, vibrant and colorful. Kind of reminds me of just like how Dia de los Muertos is all about just celebrating, you know, celebrating your ancestors and death and whatnot, and actually, you know, thinking it's vibrant and fun. That's kind of what this deck reminds me of too, even though it's not a Dia de los Muertos deck. It just has that cheerful vibe to it. I really like it. So here we have Skull of Stars. One thing too to keep in mind as I ramble on, this is, to me, it looks like mixed media. So it looks like a mix of photography, digital painting, maybe actual painting, all put together on these beautiful cards. Here's the veil. All right, so let me see. Crystal says she has small hands and wouldn't be able to shuffle them. That's why I actually do like to spread my cards on the floor a lot, because I tend to, when I'm searching for the right card, it just, you know, I can't contain it to the table. Sometimes you're just like digging for the right card. Okay, so moving on, we have Apple. These are beautiful. I mean, these are really gorgeous illustrations. It's just not usually a deck I would be normally drawn to. Here's Barmbrack. I've never actually seen this card, and I've owned this deck for a long time. That's funny. Okay, here's Graveyard. I'll dive into the guidebook too for you guys, so you can understand why this guidebook is really cool, and it's really fun for Halloween, because it's a great connection with, you know, that's the whole point. The veil is the thinnest during Samhain and Halloween time, so that's fun. Here we have Cauldron card. And I won't show you guys the spider card, but it is one of my favorite cards. We have the vampire card. So like I said, it has that mixed media vibe. And I'll do one more, the death card. This reminds me of Silence of the Lambs, so it's also one of my favorite cards. Okay, so here's what the guidebook is kind of like. I like the back. So here is, I'll just throw one of these out. So we have the death card, which I just actually showed you guys. We have a little haiku for each card on the very top. Okay, not a haiku, a poem, not a haiku. Okay, so we also have just a deep dive into Halloween, why this card, so why the death card is associated with this oracle deck. So like, for instance, it says, many pagans believe that death was the beginning of the cycle of life. So it goes into that. So at the very bottom of each of these big chunky texts is actually the answers that you're looking for, or extra questions. For death, it would be, do not be afraid if you pull the death card, as it simply means that something is falling away or will do so. So you can begin, I'm assuming anew is what it's going to say, strongly afresh. Close enough. There's great power in this clearing. If you pull this card at Halloween, particularly, the message is stronger still, and you should actively celebrate this new beginning. So we have a lot of cool Halloween themes in this deck, a lot of history, a lot of just cool stuff, and beautiful imagery. So check this out. It's really, really pretty. This does not have 78 cards, Crystal. It has probably, I think, I'm wondering if it actually says on the box. I've never actually counted or looked it up, but I think it's probably more around like 40. maybe. It's not a lot. It's really not. So keep that in mind with with oracle decks. You don't get the standard tarot card number. All right, so I'm going to move on to something a little, let's see, happier. Also, just keep in mind, so I do have other things in my carousel, so I'll just kind of highlight those. I do have some candles, battery operated candles. I have actual candles not lit because this is a flammable piece of furniture. But we also have a lot of battery operated candles like you see here in the very back, and this one too. Those are so cool, and they look real, right? But they're not. They're battery operated, and even in person, I know we're online right now, but in person, I've tricked my husband into thinking they were real candles. So they look really cool. Let me find them in my massive carousel. So particularly these ones are really fun. I'll just do this really briefly. This is actually made out of wax. I love the texture because, I mean, I guess it just makes it look more real. It comes with a remote control. You can get different sets from the same brand. You can get a pack of 5, which is what I got. I think you can get up to like 25, which would be so cool if you had all these black, sinister candles everywhere. That's my dream. So check these out if you're looking for something safe, but also sinister and fun. These are really cool. And from afar, they look real. They look so cool. Okay, so let's look at the Hocus Pocus tarot card deck. This one's a little fun, still very Halloween-esque. I have to have water, though. I will share it with you as I drink my water. Okay, so this one is very Hocus Pocus-y. It's super colorful. The art is fantastic. I think there's actually a 13 Days of Fright advent calendar that utilizes a lot of this art. I could be wrong. It might be the spell book. I don't know. Whoever is doing the Hocus Pocus art is brilliant. This is awesome. Here's our tarot deck and guidebook, which is nice. Some tarot decks do not come with guidebooks. Here is the back of the cards. I know so everything I see underneath my feed are for sale. Yes, Crystal. Yeah, everything in that carousel is for sale. Not necessarily like a sale, like docked off, but everything should be available on Amazon. But granted, because we're doing a lot of Halloween themed tarot cards, there are a lot of things on sale. Like for instance, this Hocus Pocus deck is 30% off today. So if you are going to do a Hocus Pocus Halloween party, this would be fun to do with your loved ones. You can sit down and do a really cute Hocus Pocus reading with everybody. We have a Disney villain deck that I will share with you guys. It's 25% off. And yes, this candle totally looks real, right? It's awesome. And it looks real in person. I had a whole bunch of them on my mantle, and they were like right below our TV. And my husband was like, hey, so you probably shouldn't put candles below our TV. And I was like, it's not. They're not real. They're batteried. So anyway, okay. So in the deck, we have here in this cool box, which is a fun surprise, our little candle. All right, let's look at some of these cards real fast. So the back of the cards weren't my favorite. I kind of wish they actually did have glitter, or just something, more than this. Okay, so let's check it out. This is by Inside Editions also. So super awesome texture, great cards as far as like material. And they're really easy to shuffle too. They're just really smooth. I don't know what they do. It's awesome. So here's our palette for our Hocus Pocus cards. Clearly a lot of that ooey gooey green color. Here is the 9 of Lightning. Crystal says she quotes that movie 365 days a year. That's adorable. Yay! I'm glad you joined us because this is definitely Dark Side of the Library must be up your alley because we do this stuff 365 days out of the year as well. Here's the Knight of Pumpkins. So our different suits in this deck, which is hilarious. We have lightning as a suit. We have pumpkins as a suit. There's potions and candles as a suit. So here's candles. This is a cool card. I love how drippy and gross all of it looks. It's awesome. And here's our potion cards. I'm not sure who the artist is for this, but it looks similar to Abigail Larson just because of how it kind of has that weird, funky, but dark look to it. But I don't think it's her. Oh, no, I remember. It's Dread. That's who it is. Here's the Fool, of course. Poor guy. Poor Max. Here is our 5 of Lightning. Our 6 of Pumpkins. Super cute. Something that I thought was hilarious about the original. I haven't seen the second movie. I'd love to hear from you guys if you guys have seen Hocus Pocus 2. I wonder if it's I just hope it's good. Like I want to know the Sanderson sister origin story. Here's our 4 of Pumpkins. But one thing I thought was great about, or weird about Hocus Pocus originally was like how Max was like, oh, my parents suck, but they're out partying all night. I'm like, your parents are awesome, dude. Here's the Magician. Here's the Queen of Lightning. Let me see if I can find some more of the major arcana cards for you guys, because you've seen a lot of the minor ones. We want to see the major arcana, though. Here we have Strength. I love her. So cute. We also have, let me see if I can find it. I gotta find it. We have the Tower. This is great. We also have Queen of Candles. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Max's mom. See, she's cool. King of Potions. So featured are some great characters, all of our favorite characters, favorite scenes from Hocus Pocus. Let me share with you guys what's in the actual guidebook because it's quite cool. We have different Hocus Pocus spreads in here. So we have Wisdom of the Witches. So we get all of the Sanderson sister, a little piece of advice. That's adorable. We also have the Cat's Eye spread. There is, in addition, the Hocus Pocus spread. So it's really cute, really fun. Full page photos for our major arcana. And then we have on our minor arcana, small little colored photos, but an upright and reverse reading for all of the cards. So very cool stuff. If you are a Hocus Pocus fan or know somebody that's a Hocus Pocus fan, they are going to totally love this tarot card deck and guidebook. It is so much fun. And it's just, it screams Hocus Pocus. It's green, it's purple, it's cartoony and fun. It's great. So let's move on to a different one. Let's see. Oh, Crystal, it's fine that you got to take care of the baby. But thank you. And I'm so glad you came to follow us. Speaking of following, and thank you, Crystal, again, for being our follower. If you do like dark stuff, the witchy aesthetic, horror trivia, any of that stuff, make sure to give us a follow. We do this all year round, not just Halloween time. So give us a follow and then you'll be notified of all of our live streams on Amazon Live, or check out any of these socials down here and our podcast. We love dark reads, so horror reads, gothic reads from adult fiction, nonfiction, children's books, etc. So if you are somebody who is also an avid horror reader, check out our podcast. We do a lot of stuff over there as well, and that is down there. Cool. Okay, we're going to move on to Disney villains. Not super dark, but super fun. Okay. So here's our Disney villain tarot card deck. I love this. I love Disney villains, and I'm so glad more people are starting to love Disney villains and be totally fine with Disney villains. So, Aya, thank you for the follow as well. Yay, I'm so glad. Okay, so here is our Disney villain tarot deck and guidebook. I love how official it looks. There's no pictures, no nonsense, because we're talking about villains. Okay. The back of the cards are actually quite elegant for Disney villains. I thought it'd be really quirky and goofy, but it's not. They're beautiful. So let's look at it. I am a huge fan of some of the, like Ursula is one of my favorite Disney villains. I also love Maleficent. I love the fantasy Disney villains more than the princesses. Okay, so we have the Tower. Of course. Here we, oh, the Star. This one's awesome. This is a great card. I love the design. I need to figure out who actually did the art for this because it is beautiful. So again, so Inside Editions, this publisher right here is doing a lot of tarot cards, especially pop culture, oracle decks and tarot card decks. So I always think about tarot cards and oracle decks for friends and family who really enjoy tarot, because this is just a really fun way. I mean, they're fun. So if you know somebody who likes Disney villains just as much as I do, like Jafar, keep this deck in mind. It's super fun. And it's very Disney villain-esque, not just the cards themselves, but also the spreads are really fun. And I'll share with you guys some of those spreads too. Aya says she has this one. Awesome. Yes, this one's really, really fun. And I'm glad we get different characters. So like Sword in the Stone was my favorite Disney movie growing up. And I love that we have Madame Mim. Nobody knows who that is, except for weirdos like I do. So here is the Hanged Man. So there's all kinds of Disney characters in here, ranging from newer ones to our classic favorite ones like Hades. We have Captain Hook. But we also, you saw, we had Tangled. Let me see if I can find some newer ones as well. Oh, man, this is awesome. Look at the Ursula. This is so cool. But yeah, this is a great, I think this is even from, no, it's not. I thought this was Pocahontas, but it's not. It's Cinderella. This looked like, I can't remember the guy, the evil dude from Pocahontas. But anyway, there's all kinds of fun villains in this deck. Let me share with you guys the spreads, though, because those are really fun. Here we have, in the back, the Poisoned Apple Tarot card spread. What is happening? Oh, no. Well, that's so weird. I wonder if it's an Amazon thing that there's a sound issue, because Crystal was saying the same thing. I wonder what's going on. Amazon, because my mic is up really loud. That sucks. Okay. Weird. So here we have the Ursula's Cauldron Tarot card spread. Let me see if I need to move myself closer. Oh, no. Here we have also not just okay, so we have the Diamond in the Rough spread. So if you're looking for some fun tarot card decks, this one's by far really awesome. Disney villains, cool guidebook. We get small minor arcana photos with a reverse and an upright reading, but we also get full page spreads here. Oh my gosh. Wow. These are beautiful cards with an upright and reversal reading. So check this out. This is super cool. This is the Disney Villain Tarot card deck. And I'm so sorry that my sound isn't working properly today. I hope it's not me. It might be, though. I wonder if I did something crazy with my computer. Crap. I'm going to triple check that. Well, let me know if you guys are actually watching. Let me know if you guys can actually hear me, because that would really suck if I've been doing this and it's been basically a big muted experience. That would suck. Okay, so we're going to move on to the Night School. So this one's a really interesting deck. This one isn't super creepy, but it's really fun with the whole set. So we have the Night School set. This is just the deck. There's a Night School book and a Night School journal, which is really cool. I didn't put the journal or the book itself in this because it's tarot cards, but let me go over this real quick. This is 10% off, first of all, so very cool. So here we open it up. It's interesting. You can open it up from the top, or we have this little case. We also have the book kind of attached to the case itself, but you can slip it out, which is very nice. So let me share with you guys what this is. This is different than what I've been sharing with you guys before. it guides you on your mini course in moonlight magic. So as things start getting darker, it is, I think we need to start embracing the nighttime. It'll just be a great experience. So here is our little beginner. Magic is everywhere. To see it and the effects it has in your life change the way you perceive the world. So I like this because as we approach darker times in the night, we get to, it's kind of like doing a little bit of shadow work, but it's a little whimsical and magical at the same time. So let me share with you guys some of this stuff. This is a resource you can use for the night school, which is a really cool new age but mindfulness book. It's really cool. So here are some of the cards if you draw them. So here we have astrological signs. We have it's basically like little reminders for yourself. What should you be doing when you draw some of these cards? Unleash your senses. Open yourself fully to the night, allowing all your senses to sing simultaneously. So again, these are like little mindfulness exercises, things you can do in addition to tarot, which is fun. Write a stellar story. Again, please let me know if you can hear me over on Amazon Live. I'm so sorry. I hope this isn't me and my mic. But I'd love to know because some people have been having some audio issues today, which really sucks. So here's one more. We have Mayan ruin of Chichen Itza in Mexico. So fun stuff all throughout this fun little, this little night school moonlight magic deck. And you're supposed to work with this in collaborate. You're supposed to work with it with the night school book and the night school journal all together. So check this one out. If you did get the night school book, which I do recommend, getting the entire set is so cool. And it's been really fun and helpful, especially as it's been getting darker and darker outside. Let me move on to a different deck though. And please, again, let me know if you can actually hear me. I hope you can. I'm just going to assume you cannot hear me at this rate. That really sucks. What did I do? Yeah, everything looks fine. Oh, no. Okay. So next deck, Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, Darren, thank you. I'm wondering, I don't know what's going on. Crap. Okay. So here we're going to do the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. I do tend to show this one a lot. I'm sorry if you've already seen it before, but it's a cool deck. I really like it. I'm not like the biggest Nightmare Before Christmas person, but I can really appreciate this art style. So here we have Nightmare Before Christmas tarot card deck. This is by, again, Minerva Siegel, and Abigail Larson does the art. This is not by Inside Editions, I don't believe, but it's so cool. The quality is fantastic. So it comes with you've got your major arcana, full page spread right here, upright reversal reading right there. We also have your minor arcana cards, small, tiny little photos with an upright and reversal reading for each. We have different suits, and these suits are so cute. So we have needles, potions, presents, and I'm trying to remember what the last one is. Candles, of course. Everything's a candle. Okay, so here's what the back of the cards look like. They're very beautiful and elegant. Here's what the inside of the box looks like. It has this really convenient little tab so that your cards don't get lost. Here we go. Ooh, we have the Queen of Candles. Something that's really fun about the Nightmare Before Christmas deck is that it features a lot of scenes and characters you don't ordinarily get a lot of spotlight on. Here's the world. I love this forest. It's so great. Let me see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So like the Queen of Needles, you only get a small glimpse of her, but I like that we get little bits of the town, and it's not just Halloween town. We get Christmas town as well. So Queen of Presents. Here, of course, we have Lock, Shock, and Barrel, and this is one of my favorite cards. I don't know why Shock is choking Lock. That's a scene, though, isn't it? In the movie, she's just like, bruh. I can't remember. Anyway, here, let's move on. Here's Candles. This is a cute card. Oh, my God. That's a 3 of candles. This is the 2 of presents. So you can see, like, these are very creative. It features a lot of scenes and fun creatures from Nightmare Before Christmas, like the vampires who sing. All right. And this guy, I don't even remember this guy. King of Potions. See, I need to watch this again. I love the present cards. They are really cute, very Halloween themed. You can use these cards not just for Halloween, but also for Christmas, because we are Nightmare Before Christmas. 5 of Potions. I'll do a few more of these. We have Judgment, Sandy Claus in his list. We have the King of Presents, of course. I love these cards. They're so good. King of Needles. Beautiful. And one more. I want to show you guys Sally, because I love Sally. But again, here we have a feature of, a more minor character from the movie. Oh, come on, Sally. I love you. There you are, you beautiful creature. Here's the High Priestess. These cards are just beautifully done. I mean, just the detail on her dress is just phenomenal. It really is. So check these ones out. Also, here we have different spreads. I forgot to mention that. We have the Eureka spread. We also have, let's see, we have the Peek Behind Cyclops' Eye spread. And one last spread is Blown to Smithereens. So super fun. Check this one out. If you are a Nightmare Before Christmas fan, like I know Miss Carrie is, she loves Nightmare Before Christmas. This is a great gift. This is just fun to have. It's great for Halloween and Christmas time. It is the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot card deck and guidebook. It does come with a guidebook. All right. So I'm going to share with you guys, let's see, 1 or 2 more of these decks. I've already shown villains, so we're going to talk about, I haven't done this one in a while. This one's a little interesting. It's not super dark, but I like these ones for single card reads. And it's not as well known. So this is called Awake Inner Wisdom cards. It has some interesting cards here. So it has a very tight lock magnet here, which is very convenient. Here is our little guidebook. One thing, this is why I only do single card spreads with these, is because it's kind of hard to navigate. It's an oracle deck, so I know it's really hard to see. I'm not going to make a point here, but you have to find in your little index here what page each card is associated with, and there's no color, or there's no photo of each card, what that looks like, so you just have to rely on the title, which is fine. I mean, it's fine. So I like to do single card readings with these. It comes with a crystal, which I just dropped. So the crystal is supposed to cleanse the cards. If that's your thing, that's fine. And it comes with it, which is cool. This comes with this beautiful gold iridescent gild. It's stunning. It's not a solid gold, but it's very cool. Here's the back of the cards. So very vibrant. But then the inside of the cards are all black and white. So one thing that's really fun about these cards is you have kind of these very design oriented, or like geometric, shapely, beautifully stunning and very symmetrical designs on the black cards. And then the white cards are really chaotic, more like ink paintings with lots of interesting imagery throughout. So what you're supposed to do with these cards is you check out the title. So it says Friend Flurry. You kind of think about what that means to you. And then you check out the guidebook here. You look up Friend Flurry, and then you kind of dive into what that actually means. And no, this is not in alphabetical order. I really wished it was. So let me just look at Friend Flurry. So number 19. Let me do that real quick. There's a little haiku at the top. It says, Forest friends flutter, curious to see just when we will dance this dream. So these are great for mindfulness exercises. If you just have a question that's just been bothering you and you're like, well, what should I do about this? It's kind of nice. I do daily reads with these where I'm just like, what is my day going to look like today? Or what lessons can I learn from today? And so then you just kind of read through, and it's really nice. It helps you think about things in a little different perspective. even if you're not a tarot oracle deck believer or believe in magic, that's totally fine. These are just great for mindfulness exercises and just to help you think about things just a little differently. So check out, these are the Awake Inner Wisdom cards. They're very beautiful. They are great for single card readings. Thank you, Jamie, for the follow. I really appreciate it. It does come with the crystal, so if you believe in cleansing your decks, it's got something for you. And then the last deck we're going to look at today. Oh, we have so many. We're going to look at the Labyrinth deck. Okay. So this deck is really beautiful. I'm sure there's plenty of Labyrinth fans out there. Let me get to it in my carousel. I don't have some of these cards. I've been a little slow today, so I apologize. You can find, if there's any other cards you're interested in, check out our carousel down below. There's so many tarot cards to look at, and I've got a whole bunch coming in on November. We're going to have so many tarot cards soon. Okay, so this is the Labyrinth Tarot deck and guidebook. This is beautiful. I love the thick lines, the design. Oh my God, it's beautiful. I'm making a mess here. Okay, so here's our guidebook. I love the inside. It's wonky and crazy. This reminds me of Christmas. Okay, so we have our little tab here. You just pull it. Here's our inside. Back of the cards, we have different suits as well. These cards are really, oh, well, that's fun. Excuse me, where did it go? I gotta find it. There's a card facing the opposite direction. That was not intentional. Page of Pots. I'm gonna see what this is because that was just oddly convenient. Everything else is right side up. Maybe something's telling me something. Okay, so here we have the back of the cards. Let me just share with you guys what it looks like. Here we have the Knight of Junk. So we have different suits. We have junk, pots, poles, and I'm trying to remember the other one, but we'll get there. So we have the King of Junk. I love this cute little worm. He's adorable. Okay, so here we have feathers. That's the other one. Poles, pots, feathers, and junk. All right, the Ace of Feathers. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. This has almost like a, I don't know, these bold lines with the little sketchies around it. It kind of reminds me of English manuscript. Obviously, it's not English manuscript, but I'm getting a little bit of that vibe to it. Here we have the Knight of Feathers. Some of these creatures I cannot for the life of me remember. I'm going to have to watch Labyrinth again. Oh, we have Judgment. I know these guys. Let's see if I can find some more. Okay, so this is what some of these minor arcana cards look like. So this is clearly junk. We have feathers. But let me find some more of these major arcana cards. I know we've got a lot. So we have the Hierophant, obviously. He of course is the Hierophant. We have the Empress. Interesting choice. There's also the Demon. This guy wasn't in a lot of the movie, was he? He was in a kind of a short but really memorable scene. We have Fate. Let me see if I can find, oh, our Hanged Man. Poor guy. Look at the detail on this card, though, like his fur and all. I mean, it's every single line is like very intentional. Okay, so here we have our wonderful Fool card. And then, of course, let me get to our amazing Goblin King. I hope I can find it. Oh my God, I haven't seen this card. The Queen of Feathers. Super pretty. One more card. Come on. Come on, Bowie. I don't think I'm going to find him. These cards are just, there's so many. Okay, I'm not going to find it, but this deck is really fun, really cool, perfect for Labyrinth fans, the world. All right, so this is called, and this is published by Inside Editions as well. I think everything is going to be published by Inside Editions soon. If you like any pop culture tarot card decks or oracle decks, check out Inside Editions because they do a lot. This artist also did, as Carrie mentioned way back, they did a Lord of the Rings deck as well, and it's pretty dark. So if you are into the classic Lord of the Rings story, check out that deck as well by the same artist, who you can find in the carousel down below. If you guys do enjoy Halloween stuff, we do Halloween all year round. Or if you like dark reads, make sure to follow us so you are notified when we go live, but also on our socials right here. And we do a podcast. So if you like creepy reads for kids, nonfiction, adult fiction, YA, that kind of thing, we do a lot of stuff down there. So join us for our podcast episodes on Wednesdays and Fridays. And yeah, I think we're done today. I do have a lot more to share, but they're really cutesy, and I'm also going to be late for something. So I will talk to you guys another time. Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry about my volume problems. I feel bad. But make sure to stay tuned. Next time, we'll be live streaming pretty soon. So we'll talk to you guys later. Happy Halloween and spooky season.